Well, a big focus of the hour right now, we are bringing to you the campus war over BBC documentary. Well, this BBC documentary on Prime Minister Modi and the campus war which is going on is refusing to die down. After JNU and Jamia, now Delhi University and Ambedkar University have joined the chorus. High drama was witnessed at Ambedkar University over the BBC documentary. Electricity was disconnected and gates were also closed as the college verbally asked students not to screen the documentary. Following this, Delhi University proctor has said, and I quote, "No permission to screen the documentary was sought by NSUI or Bhim Army. If they still gather, it will be an unlawful assembly," I unquote. This comes amid plans to screen documentary at the North Campus of Delhi University at around 5 a.m. today. Large police deployment has also done to avoid showdown between different groups, and similar screening has been scheduled at Ambedkar University as well.
हम लोग यहाँ पे स्क्रीनिंग करने के लिए आए हुए थे बीबीसी की डॉक्यूमेंट्री द मोदी क्वेश्चन, और यहाँ एडमिन और यहाँ के सिक्योरिटी गार्ड से आके, जैसे कि आप लोग देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ से हम लोग का स्क्रीन लगा दिया गया है और हम लोग यहाँ पे बीबीसी को प्रोजेक्शन नहीं करने दे रहे हैं।
अभी ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, क्योंकि हमने पिछले कुछ दिनों में सुना है कि और जगह पर कहीं व्यवस्था खराब होने की न्यूज़ थी, इसलिए हम यहाँ अरेंजमेंट पुख्ता है पुलिस का, तो कोई ऐसा ना हो। स्टूडेंट से भी बात चल रही है और हमें उम्मीद है कि शांति रहेगी।
स्टूडेंट कह रहे हैं कि बिजली काट दी गई है, लेकिन वो मोबाइल और लैपटॉप पर डॉक्यूमेंट्री देखें।
मैं बात करूंगा, अभी देखते हैं क्या बताते हैं। ट्रैंक्विलिटी मेंटेन करना हमारी पुलिस की जिम्मेदारी है, उसी लिहाज से जा रहे हैं हम। जहाँ होती है वहाँ हम चले जाते हैं, तो थोड़ी आशंका है इसीलिए आए हैं, लेकिन हम अपना बंदोबस्त अच्छा रखा हुआ है और उम्मीद है कि यहाँ शांति रहेगी।
All right, my colleague Ishika is joining us live on the broadcast to give us more inputs on this particular story. Ishika, take us through the latest developments, pouring in all the details that you're gathering as of now. What is the update coming out of this particular grim situation regarding the BBC documentary on Prime Minister Modi, which is gaining so much chaos across universities?
Well, as you rightly said, the BBC documentary on Prime Minister Modi is gaining a lot of chaos in the various universities in the national capital. And, a screening was in fact planned by the NSUI and the Bhim Army Student Federation in the North Campus of DU at around 5 p.m. But now what we are getting to know is from the authorities is that the student union there as well do not have the permission for the screening. Now, this is what, we witness across the university, this ruckus, in fact, drama on the BBC documentary that started from the JNU. There as well, the JNU student union did not have the permission. And then again in Jamia, the student union did not have the permission. And here at Ambedkar University also, they did not have the permission. So what we are getting to know that a similar pattern, what we have seen in the three universities, how drama, erupted because of that, because the authorities at the moment are very strict about it. The security checks are very strict at the moment. Many of the students are not even able to get entry in the campuses because of the allegations, that were raised in the JNU campus regarding the stone pelting by outsider students. So, what we are seeing that the security checks are, very tight. And in fact, police has also been deployed outside the campuses. In fact, in DU as well, and in fact, not DCP has told us, in fact, that his team will be visiting DU as well. So at the moment, what we are getting to know that the police and the security authorities have, strictened the security checks at the very campus, and the students do not have the permission, but they are still going to go ahead with the screening at the moment. So we'll have to wait and watch, how that pans out, because what we saw in the three campus, if that pattern is followed, if the electricity is cut at the moment, they might, there also the students might go for the mass screening on their mobile phones. And a lot of drama is expected definitely at the DU campus as well. So we'll have to wait and watch when the screening begins. But definitely one thing is for sure, that the drama here, on the very BBC documentary is far from over here in the campuses at the national capital. Over to you.
Right, Ishika, stay on with us at this point of time. We're also getting to know that students of universities in Kolkata and Chennai are also on a war path over the BBC documentary, and Madras University in Chennai will be screening the documentary despite government restrictions on it. And on the other hand, Presidency University authorities in Kolkata have also objected to the screening of the BBC documentary inside the university campus. SFI is, however, adamant to go ahead with the screening at 4 p.m. today. All right, we are at this point of time bringing you visuals from the spot. Right. I've been joined by my colleague Dharani at this point of time from Chennai to give us inputs exactly what is happening there in Madras University. Dharani, take us through the latest details that you're bringing to us, because the chorus has risen at this point of time. The situation looks very grim, and protest and chaos is also growing in accordance with the BBC documentary on Prime Minister Modi. What is the latest that you are gathering?
Around 15 to 20 students belonging to the SFI in the Madras University, they screened the BBC documentary, inside the university campus, a few minutes ago. So, of course, the university administration was, was trying to pacify the students. They were trying to tell them to go out of the university campus and do whatever they want to do. But the students are very adamant. They told that they will want to watch the documentary inside the campus only. And in fact, they did that. Around 15 to 20 students, they had laptops in their hands, and they also had speakers with which they watched this documentary, or the BBC documentary on the Gujarat riots. Of course, the situation was very tense at that point in time. Around 50 to 100 police personnel, the Chennai police, they were deployed at the spot to make sure nothing goes out of hand. But fortunately, the students are not detained by the police. After watching the documentary for almost 45 minutes, the students self-dispersed, and the situation is quite calm at this point in time. But for 45 minutes, for almost 1 hour, the situation was very chaotic and dramatic. The university administration, they told there's no permission for students to watch this documentary inside the campus, and that whoever is watching will face disciplinary action. That is what the university told the students. But despite all the messages by the management, the students were very adamant, and they in fact watched the documentary for almost 45 minutes before they left the spot.
Right, Dharani, stay on with us. We are getting some reactions from the students at this point of time. Let's listen in.
हम लोग पीसफुली स्क्रीनिंग करने जा रहे थे, हमारा लैपटॉप सब कुछ छीन लिया पुलिस ने. या they have taken away our laptops and all our electrical instruments, so we are not able to do that now. So we are protesting against this brutal action of Delhi police.
So why did they take your laptop away? What is the condition? Why would they
Actually, we have already put a request to screen this documentary inside the arts faculty, but the authorities were not ready to give the permission to screen it inside, so we decided to screen the documentary outside the arts faculty in the laptop. So at that point, police is coming with this thing that they have already issued a 144 here, so we can't even peacefully gather and screen the documentary, but we are not ready. Yes, they have snatched the laptop and everything. Even we came with the projectors and screen and everything, but they we are waiting for our friends to come with the laptops, and we will screen it here.
Okay, you're not going to go?
No, we are not going to go back.
हम लोग करके रहेंगे ये बात को डराने का इतना डरा वो प्रधानमंत्री अपने जीवन में कहीं देखा नहीं है. हम लोग पढ़ते हैं, हम स्कॉलर स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पर, लेकिन आप रोक रहे हैं हमको. हमारा अधिकार है यार. इतने डरे हुए क्यों है? अगर बीबीसी गलत नहीं है, आप केस करिए आपके ऊपर. अगर फौज दिखा रहे, प्रोपेगेंडा चला रहे, कह रहे हैं कि हमारे अपोनेंट ने चलवाया है. अरे भैया, आपके उसमें लोग मंत्री लोग बोल रहे हैं फेक इन्फॉर्मेशन. उन्होंने जो दिखाया खाली जो फैक्ट दिखाए हैं, आप क्या चलाएंगे? हम चलाएंगे. आप पुलिस बुलाइए, हम जाएंगे, हम जेल जाने तैयार है, पर ये स्क्रीनिंग होगी, कोई रोकने वाला नहीं है. इसको
डॉक्यूमेंट्री को बैन क्यों किया गया, इसके पीछे का सवाल आपको पूछना चाहिए. इसलिए किया गया कि वो सच को छुपाना चाहते हैं और दंगाई लोगों को आगे
जब मोदी डरता है
there you can rightly see the amount of chaos that has been created on the spot at this point of time. Let me also take some details from Kolkata as well. My colleague Tamal is with us on the broadcast live, joining to give us more inputs on this. Tamal, situation in Kolkata, as far as we know as of now, that in Presidency University the authorities had objected to the screening of the documentary, but the students were adamant enough to go ahead and start the screening at around 4 p.m. today. Well, it is now nearly 4:15. What is the latest that you are gathering? Has the screening begun already?
I am at Jadavpur University, and inside Jadavpur University campus, students are gearing up to go for the screening, go ahead with the screening. Mind it, this would be the second time when the screening would happen inside the campus of Jadavpur University. Yesterday, SFI did it for the first time, at least in Bengal. Jadavpur University SFI students wing, they organized a screening late in the evening.
Right, we can see that this is a massive chaos going on from outside the Delhi University, where it seems that the students are being detained because we see that there's this big bus and a lot of police deployment around the area, and of course protest and the chaos is growing as far as the students are concerned. The screening of the BBC documentary on Prime Minister Modi is concerned. We see that the protests are rising, and it seems that few of the students are being detained by the Delhi police there. Well, there was no permission that was given for the screening of the BBC documentary, but yet again, the students have gone ahead and they are, of course, going against the university rules at this point of time. Well, those are, of course, the latest visuals coming in on the broadcast. We can see the visuals are live from the Delhi University, where the bus is full of students who have been detained at the protest site. Well, despite the university administration cutting the power supply, students still managed to watch the documentary that titled India, the Modi Question on their laptops. And well, in the wake of the protest, the DCP of North, the Delhi, had reached the university area, and of course, as the visuals, we can see that there has been a massive police deployment, and of course, the chorus of this particular documentary has grown, starting from Delhi to Kolkata to Chennai. The BBC documentary campus war is not going to end soon, as far as we are tracking these latest visuals for you on the broadcast. We are getting to know that there was no permission for the screening of this particular documentary. Despite that, the students went ahead.
सभी लोग यहाँ पे धारा 144 लगी हुई है, कृपया करके ये जगह खाली करिए। 5 से ज्यादा लोग यहाँ नहीं इकट्ठे हो सकते, कृपया करके ये जगह को छोड़िए। यहाँ पे धारा 144 लगी हुई है दिसंबर 31, 2022 से, जो कि 28 फरवरी 2023 तक है अभी के लिए। तो आप लोग यहाँ से कृपया ये जगह छोड़ दीजिए। यहाँ पे हम सब इकट्ठे इस तरीके से नहीं हो सकते। आप लोगों को ये हिदायत दी जाती है, आप सब यहाँ से प्लीज इधर-उधर हो जाइए।
Section 144 has been
वाइड हो रही है अपनी।
As you rightly heard there, Section 144 has been imposed in the Delhi University area and not more than 4 people can gather at the spot. The police is continuously making announcements for people to disperse and not gather in groups. We rightly heard Section 144 imposed in the Delhi University area till 28th of February as per the announcement made by the Delhi police officials there. They are trying to disperse the crowd and let the situation come into control. But as of now, viewers, we are breaking on the broadcast that Section 144 has been imposed at the Delhi University area amid the protests that were grown out against the BBC documentary. Protests is, of course, growing in the Delhi University area, be it in Ambedkar University, Jamia Millia, or in the Delhi University in particular, North Campus. The protest is growing, and to control that, the Delhi police has imposed Section 144 and they are trying to disperse the crowd. Massive protest is rocking the Delhi University area. A lot of students have also been detained in the buses. As we can see, those are the tragic visuals coming on screens. The police are, of course, trying to manage and control the rising situation there, but the students are still adamant and they are raising their voices against the BBC documentary which they were planning to screen inside the university.